you know, it's really tough to lose a game like that. It was an unbelievable game. Both teams played really hard. Our kids battled, you know, right to the end. We're down 5. We tie it to go into overtime, and we battle back to get it to go to second overtime. And our kids played so hard. And you know, like we said, we're just really, really proud of how hard they fought. It was basketball's a crazy game sometimes. You know, it was one of those games where, you know, like all the bounces kind of went their way. You know, we battled for everything we had, and it was just one of those games. Like we battled, you know, it was tough. And you know, they have 5 seniors, 4 who start, and they had 3 kids with double doubles. I mean, we talked about them fighting for their lives because if they lost, their season was going to be over, and that we had to fight harder. And you know, we fought harder, and we fought really, really hard. They played really, really well, and so therefore they're moving on, and we're not.
How do you get up that resolve when you guys are down 10, then it looks like it's over again late, you get the shot, force overtime, you get a big shot in the overtime, you get the second overtime? How do you just keep finding that to keep coming
Want to
back?
talk about it?
I don't know, it's just something that happens, you know? Gotta find a way.
Yeah, I think these kids believe in themselves, and, you know, I don't, like, during the timeouts, they were, like, talking about fighting, we got this, and hang in, and I don't think that anybody felt that the game was over ever, so. We were tired in the end, too. In the last overtime, we were tired, but.
Pearl,
Go ahead.
with 0.6 of a second left in regulation, what are the different things you considered, and how did that play out versus what you planned or what you thought might be available?
Well, they denied Nicole and, you know, what we ran, and then TJ just popped in. Kaylee made a really nice pass and found TJ, you know, and it's funny because we shoot threes in practice, and, you know, because TJ doesn't think she can shoot threes, and she doesn't shoot them that bad in practice, so, and TJ's a pretty tough kid and has that will to win, so she made that big play. It was awesome.
Talk about, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
Talk about the start. It seemed like they just kind of jumped on you early, and that kind of set the tone for the day.
Yeah, I mean, they made big plays. I mean, Beanie in the first half played really well in the post. I thought in the second half, Mandy did a really, really good job. You know, we talked about we had to front her and, you know, be a lot more physical with her because she was really, you know, hurting us. She had 17 points in the first half, and I just think Mandy did a really good job, and everybody kind of keyed in on taking that away. And it's tough when you play a team that can shoot the 3, and they have, like, everybody on their team can shoot the 3, so it's not that easy to defend the post because you can't really leave shooters to go and double on the post, and then they're going to hit 3s because they shoot the ball so well. So I thought Mandy did a really good job in the second half, but I thought, you know, that was, you know, in the first half, that was huge. I mean, she played really, really well.
Kaylee, considering all the energy and momentum coming off the shot to tie it and send it to overtime, did you feel like you guys were destined to take hold of that game? Did you feel like you were going to finally get over that hump?
Yeah, we were hoping. We're just like Coach said, we were fighting the whole time and trying to catch a break, but didn't really go in our way.
And Pearl, a really great season lives on, not exactly where you wanted it to, but it keeps going. Will it be hard to get the kids up for the WNIT when obviously everyone wanted to be in the NCAA tournament?
I don't think it'll be hard. I think we'll have drive, especially after this game. We're definitely going to want to play tough and just go all out.
Coach, you've been around this program a long time. Places going nuts, ton of people in the pit. What did it kind of make you feel about the, you know, where this program has come?
I know before the game I got a little emotional with the crowd because it's just, you know, that's amazing, and that's what happens when you win. You know, people come out and they were, you know, so supportive of us through the game. I mean, it was just a great environment. It was just a really, really good environment, and you know, we love our fans. You know, they've been supportive of us all year, and we've had good fans, and today it was awesome. I mean, so many people came out, and just people from the community too. A lot of people that I knew from New Britain were here, you know, that just came to watch the game because they knew we were doing well. And you know, we love our fans, and we have great fans. I always say I think we have the best fans in the conference. You know, they're loyal, they're around a lot, so, and they wanna win, so I know that they were happy, and I know that they were proud of the kids today, because we fought, it wasn't like we played bad, and we fought and fought and fought and fought, and we made everybody proud, you know, and like I said, nobody can leave the room with their heads down, everybody has to leave the room with their heads high, and I know everybody's hurting right now, but, you know, we played really hard.
It's hard to gather your thoughts now. First of all, I thought it was a great game that was, you know, close, you know, through the whole way. I thought it was a great show for the NEC, for women's basketball, to have a double overtime with shot after shot of big shot and big plays. I was proud of my team because you could be demoralized at the end of regulation there when the one girl who I said, you know, if we let anybody shoot it, let her shoot it, because she hasn't taken any in her career, so it's unbelievably dumb coaching on my part. But I think that's the first one she ever made. But what I was most happy with is the way we reacted to that. I always believe that you really have to stress scoring first in overtime, and we scored in the first overtime and in the second overtime. And you know, I can't say enough about you know, our seniors and you know, playing with poise. And this is a great environment. My hat's off to the Central people for creating a great environment for a game. It was loud. You know, the fans were screaming the whole game. It was just great. I wish I was in the stands watching it rather than on the sideline screaming my head off, but because it was a great game to watch with really good players. The one thing I will say is that you know, they're so well coached that, you know, they make plays that other teams don't make, and that's what you always have to be aware of when you're playing Central. They play a special style of basketball that, you know, without a big score, right, they can beat you in so many ways. And you know, they're a great defensive team. I love Beryl because she's so passionate about her team. In the beginning of the year, she called me after they were picked ninth and said she was, now they pick us ninth, and I said, well, where would you pick it? She goes, I think we're going to win it. Well, I believe you might do that. So I said, don't worry what other people think. Only worry about what you think. And you know, they were a great team throughout the year, and we've been playing well, and I'm just incredibly happy for these guys here.
Any questions for Coach? Any questions for student athletes?
Yes, just talk about that resiliency. I see when Central keeps coming back. They're down 10, then they hit the shot, and for a second overtime with a big shot. How do you guys just keep fighting?
Well, you have to give your hats off to Central. They played an awesome game. But when it comes down to your last game on the line of your college career, you always find that little extra push that you need in order to give it all, because we don't want our season to end, and we were ready to do whatever it took to keep it going.
One of the biggest things I think is, you know, leadership. When we got into the first overtime, Coach looked at us and he was like, okay, so you guys get to play 5 more minutes, this is great. Next overtime, okay, 5 more minutes. Like, he never put his head down, which kept us up. And then our captains, you know, they never put our head down. You know, they were just like, you know, come on, we got this. And then, you know, when Lee got the steal in the last overtime, said,